Rebecca Jarvis is with us. ABC News. She essentially lives in Minneapolis now.
I do. It's great to see you, Jason.
It's great to see you. I love your work, but we just love you. You're such a great person and so kind to come and spend some time with us today.
I love spending time with you guys, and I'm so happy to be back here for the 4th of July.
So you're here part of the massive ABC extravaganza coverage of America's 250th anniversary, which, look, pretty cool to be a part. This is one of those moments that unfortunately has become a little political, right? But you think America, I don't know. I was one for the bicentennial. And you sort of wonder, like, that also was after sort of a tumultuous time, right? It was after Vietnam. It was after Watergate. But America came together to celebrate 200. I hope that this weekend, America will come together and just be grateful for this amazing country.
It is an amazing country. And, all this year, we have been covering every single state in the country since July of last year. And we've gone to all 50 of them and done a little history on Good Morning America each and every week. And I think we just finished it out this morning with Alaska and Hawaii. And I think what you see is how diverse this country is, how much people care about their communities, how neighbors come together. And that's why I'm excited to be back in Minnesota, because Minneapolis was my home for the first 18 years of my life. And the taste of Minnesota started right around the time I was a little baby. And I just want to shine a light on that because it's fun. And I think it's important to show that spirit.
Do you remember going to Taste of Minnesota? It was probably at the state capitol back in that time.
I
right?
do remember. My mom worked at the Pioneer Press. So she was in St. Paul. And I remember going to the state capitol.
Gail Marks Jarvis.
Gail Marks Jarvis, for anyone who wants to know. My great mom and my dad, Jim Jarvis, also, they just really leaned into anything that was free and an opportunity.
Right? Yes, my parents do.
And an opportunity to be out and about with our friends in the community. And I grew up in Northeast Minneapolis near Boom Island Park. Of course, the fireworks were often at Boom Island.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid, we had our house with our garage and our driveway in Northeast Minneapolis, which it's pretty normal here in Minnesota, but in New York, people are like, wait, you can have a house and a garage in the city. But yeah, all of our family would come and park in our driveway and around our block in our cul-de-sac to go see the fireworks at Boom Island. So it's every time I'm back here, and I've been back a lot this last month, the memories just come flooding back. Lots of pictures in my head of childhood here.
Isn't it funny? There is something about the 4th of July weekend that I think there are certain holidays that trigger like intense memories. And for me, the 4th of July, I mean, I grew up in suburban Chicago, but I can picture riding my bike from my house and putting like the little streamers on it and riding it to the community parade. That was probably a mile from our house. And my parents, I can picture the rickety like lawn chair that they'd be sitting at and the blanket and the whole bit. And there is something about these moments that even like whatever's going on in the world, these things are constant, right? All around Minnesota this weekend, people are going to the cabin, they're going to those parades, they're going to fireworks. I find there's something reassuring about that.
Absolutely. It's like a birthday. I mean, it is legitimately America's 250th birthday. But I think when you think about your own birthdays, there are always these moments of reflection, of thinking back, of thinking how far you've come, of things you hope that you can accomplish in the year ahead. And I do think that is part of what this moment is. And I'm very happy that ABC and Disney have made this commitment to shine a light on the entire country and at such a pivotal moment.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Rebecca Jarvis from ABC News is with us in studio. You know, this is a big effort. I think people don't realize, like, people have vacations and people like to mount.
What vacations,
yes,
Jason?
News people don't. Your producer is in here with you.
Maddie O'Callahan, huge shout out to her.
Maddie gets no vacation.
Nope.
But this is part of the network news lifestyle.
This is what we signed up for.
But like, I think also about the technical crew.
Huge.
Where like, those women and men didn't necessarily sign up to be working on all the holidays, but they're coming together to make this. And this is a multi-platform broadcast, as everything is now streaming. It's on Hulu,
Disney
it's
Plus
on
and Hulu and ESPN Plus and every ABC affiliate across the country. Here in Minnesota, that's KSTP.
Yep.
So we got lots of friends at KSTP. Shout out to them. They introduced me, by the way, Jason, to my favorite croissant, which is Diane Mua's croissant.
Mua's, yes.
From
We talked
Diane's
about that
place.
over here as well. Like back when you were on the croissant.
They know what I like. They know I like food. And there's a trend here. Taste of Minnesota, Diane Mua's croissants. So yeah.
Diane Mua's croissant, pretty solid, right?
World out of this world. Because they were asking, they did a segment with me where they were asking what's better, croissants in New York or Minnesota. At the time, I had not tried her croissant. So I said New York.
And there are world-class bakeries in New York, but
there are, but she's special.
Yeah. Rebecca Jarvis is with us, Minneapolis native, here to cover the taste of Minnesota, sort of, but you're really...
It's a taste of Minnesota. It's a taste of what's happening in the country on July 4th. And so me and my colleagues, there's truly, you mentioned, this is a monumental undertaking. So there are truly hundreds of people committed to this. But I was just talking to my friend Gio Benitez. He's another ABC News correspondent in the
name dropping.
I got it because I truly just got off the phone with Gio and he's in Maine. And I mean, Maine is one place, but I truly just got off the phone with him. We've got people all over the country for this. And
now David Muir
is in New York.
He is climbing the Empire State Building for this, right?
Yes, but not like those Empire State Building climbers from a few days ago.
There's not going to be a big proposal? He's not doing a proposal?
He's going to do it very safely. And there's an incredible light show. Deborah Roberts was on, I came straight from New York here, Jason. And so I was anchoring Good Morning America this morning with Michael Strahan and George Stephanopoulos, and Deborah Roberts was on the show because she just did a flight that, an incredible flight, basically straight past all of the major monuments in New York. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It is cool.
When you reflect, Rebecca, on the American story, you cover the economy, you get to meet the innovators, you get to also understand the struggles of average Americans. The economy is all of that, right? It's the good, it's the bad, it's the ups and the downs. When you think about your American story, I mean, what for you stands out?
You're talking about me personally?
Just you, yeah.
Well, for me, I do think a lot about community and growing up in Northeast Minneapolis, my neighborhood, Michael Rainville, some people will know that name, Michael Rainville and JD Pride and the Anderson family. Hopefully some of them are listening right now. But my point is, it was a community and everyone took care of each other. And that was instilled in me from a really young age. We would clean our boulevards. We had block parties. We were together in it. And I do think that sense of coming together, taking care, not expecting purely that it was all just going to be done by some other thing, but like really investing in making sure that our community was safe, making sure it was clean. We had cleanup days where we cleaned our boulevards in Northeast Minneapolis. And both of my parents really instilled that in me from an early age, the importance both of finding community, but also giving back to your community and taking care of it and having ownership in that.
Isn't that interesting? Because I think, like, especially when you're in the media and when you're in New York media, you live in New York, you're surrounded by headlines and social media and all of this. But I lived in Maple Grove for most of my time here in Minneapolis. We have an apartment in St. Paul now. But like what you're describing still happens.
It still happens.
And I think we get not caught up. It's not that it is the world covering conflict, covering disagreement, covering real challenges. That's part of the bit. And people are still taking care of their neighbors. They're still cleaning up
every day. Yeah. And we cover it. Good Morning America. We cover it all the time. Every time there's something awful, a disaster, the community comes together.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things we were talking a moment ago, Jason, before we came on the air, talking about artificial intelligence and what impact is that going to have. And one of the things I love about what we're doing at the Taste of Minnesota is that we are shining a light on people who are making food and making joy and doing things, I guess, the old school way. But that old school way is exactly what people still want today. I still want to enjoy a delicious donut from Tom Thumb Donuts, and I want to enjoy the Kennedy concessions cheese curds, because I always got to enjoy a cheese curd back in Minnesota.
And they do it right.
They
They're
really
very good.
do. You like them?
I do. I think they're really good. The Taste of Minnesota, like, I mean, it's hard to screw up a cheese curd. Let's be real.
Don't put that out there, because
I've had some bad cheese curds.
You could come to New York and have a bad cheese curd. I'm not
true.
shading New York, but I mean, it's like trying to reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
we get
stick to what works.
And we get the fresh curd, right? So you get the fresh curd from Ellsworth,
good.
Wisconsin.
Mwah.
If you have the best stuff, like right from the Ellsworth Cheese Factory, that's the best. Now, only crazy people eat raw cheese curds.
Oh, are you kidding?
But those are good
like them.
with the squeak.
Yeah, I like the
fresh.
squeakers.
Yeah. I know. We're getting a look from Maddie. Like,
have you not had a squeaker? Maddie's Michigan.
So
She's
Maddie,
Michigan.
So you know cherries, right? Michigan cherries, very good. So the fresh cheese curd, it's I don't know, it's reminiscent of like
comes
mozzarella.
As a brick. It comes as a brick, but they're all these little pieces stuck together, and you just pull it out. I love them.
But a little.
They're so salty. I think that's what makes it. I like it.
Me too. I like salt. Reason. I'm very pro salt. That's when you write about food, you eat a lot of salt. Yeah. There's no doubt about
salt
it.
And cholesterol. It's good for you.
Rebecca Jarvis is here. You will be on. So what's the plan? Like,
okay. So it's a giant undertaking, like we said. So it all kicks off at 10 p.m. Eastern, so 9 p.m. Central tonight on ABC with David Muir. He will be taking us all inside of these, beautiful monuments inside of New York City, the Statue of Liberty. He climbed, as you said, to the top, but did it lawfully.
Yes. He's in the torch and the crown, like up in the top there, which is very hard to get up there now as a regular. You got to like get a ticket months.
I have never been up there.
Back when I interned at ABC News in my childhood, I did.
You got up there?
They used to let you go up there. It was no big deal.
Wow.
But post 9/11, so I interned before
security
9/11,
changed a lot.
So it's all different now.
Well, he'll be there. There's a beautiful light show that people will see. And then we're going to take people throughout the entire country overnight and then wake up tomorrow morning with the Good Morning America team, George Stephanopoulos, Robin Roberts, and Michael Strahan all together in studio. Oh, by the way, huge party happening tonight. So David's on. Then you have Sam Champion and Lara Spencer and Lindsay Davis on Bourbon Street. These are all names that I know everybody knows.
For sure.
And then they'll have their party tonight. We'll continue into tomorrow morning with Good Morning America. And then all throughout the day tomorrow on every Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus, and ABC, all across these platforms, you will see us, people like me, hanging out on Taste of Minnesota. I've been told there's going to be line dancing tomorrow, Jason. So I've been told that I will learn to line dance tomorrow.
How about
That's
that?
A first.
All right.
I'll be wearing good shoes.
You don't think of Minnesota and line dancing?
No.
Country. We're a country
but
music.
I'll take it.
Yeah, why not?
Why not dance?
I know like Joe Buck is part of the deal from his hometown of St. Louis. I think it's cool. Like, I mean, the truth is sometimes media coverage can be coastal, a little too coastal. The studios are in New York.
Sure.
But a lot of the people who work there are from
all over.
And
believe me, I focus on Minnesota
you do your
stories,
part.
as you know.
Do your part.
As you know.
We appreciate it. Minnesotans are interesting in that we want the attention, but then like not too much attention.
Well, we want to say it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not.
I think we want the attention. We just don't like the negative. We don't like the negative.
Yeah.
We've been in the news a little too much.
There's really positive reasons to focus on Minnesota. And I have spent, like I mentioned, this last year, there's obviously been some really painful stories out of Minnesota, but we've been back here to cover the Red Bears basketball team. Yeah. We talked to Diane Mua and her team at Diane's Place. I was just back for the Special Olympics the opening
You helped
ceremony.
kick off the opening
It
ceremonies,
was
right?
so much fun. It was such a moving experience. So I try to focus that attention on these really heartfelt stories that are also really changing the world because I also think that, like you said earlier, there's this, we whether it's social media or just media writ large, we have this propensity to see the story that is the negative story, and then our takeaway is everything is bad.
Right,
But
right.
I will say as a journalist who does travel the country and meet people every day, I see a lot of good, a lot of good. And it is heartening. People will say to me, even in an airport, how do you do your job at a time like this? And on some levels, it's I'm not gonna say it's easy because it isn't, but I will say that the more people I meet, the more I am reminded that most people want to do a better thing
Mm.
for for their community, for their neighbors, for their family, and they're trying really hard.
You didn't get invited to the Taylor Swift
Ah!
wedding?
I had to leave New York, I was so
Is that
upset.
you
No,
sent your regrets?
I sent my regrets. I have been watching the arrivals on my phone a little bit.
I like it. I'm
It's
sorry,
fun.
like, if that makes me like a Swiftie, but I think it's
Wait, you're gonna
fun.
apologize for being a
Well,
Swiftie?
I'm on AM radio. Like, I'm not exactly talking to Swiftie Nation out there, you know?
Don't create any bad blood.
A bad blood. Very
Boom.
nice. Very nice.
It is quite the undertaking and the spectacle. It's wild in New York right now. Just
And
like
it's
there's
101 degrees.
it's very hot. There are a lot of streets shut down in New York right now. And
It's great.
also there's the fancy hotels all over the city where people are coming out.
It's all good stuff. Rebecca, great to see you.
You too, Jason.
Have fun at the Taste of Minnesota.
I will. Are you gonna come?
I'm going to come.
Great.
After the show, I'm coming.
Great.
All right. We'll see you guys over there. Maddie, thank you.
Thanks, Maddie.